Good morning, kings, queens, and people of royalty. Welcome. How are we doing today? Welcome back to the first officially married Patrouski stream. Now, what does that mean about Pokemon? What does that mean about shiny hunting? It means I can now focus. I can refocus. The wedding is taken care of. I'm a married man. We can get back to actually shiny hunting, which is amazing. I'm still married, but yes, I am eating breakfasts like these, a strawberry Uncrustable and a Berry Blast G Fuel. Yes, I'm clearly an adult. Let's go ahead and get to what we have to get to today. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. So much to do that I actually made a notepad document list talking about what I have to do. Number 1, yap about the wedding. Number 2, collect a shit ton of Pokeyen. Let's just go do that. So I have so much Pokeyen. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at this, guys. Oh, the tentacle flip. The shiny tentacle flip, boys. Look at this. 5.8 million. It's massive. It's huge. It's ginormous. Cody, thank you for the sub. Let's collect it. Let's just do it now. We do it live. From 25. Okay, let's watch the starting. Look at this. 25 million is around the starting, okay? Boom. The first collection. 34. We go up 10 million Pokeyen from collecting one page. Page number 2. Boom. 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 We collect. Boom. We collect. Boom. Up to almost 36 million Pokeyen. We're rich, boys. We're absolutely rich. We're rolling in the dough. We're about to spend it all on Nincadas, on Ditto boxes. We have so much. I'm going to be poor, bros. I'm going to be broke after Shiny Wars. I'm going to be broke 10 days into Shiny Wars, let's be honest. What else do I have to do? I have to sell some Pokemon in boxes, sell 1 and sell 2 to create more box space. I have to organize a bunch of these egg boxes, but I've been working on it already, as you guys can see. Look at this. I've been working on it, guys. I've got egg breed set up for the first time in months. I'm gonna have to release / sell off some of the lower tier shinies over in these boxes. I think things like Pinsir, I know things like Execute, I've already been releasing some of those. We'll have to see what else I release here versus what I like. This is a release, like what I release here versus what I keep. I have to buy Dittos. If you guys are Ditto sellers, I need Ditto boxes. Yes, please, and thank you very much. And then I have to level Nincadas. I got some Nincadas over here. I think Shedinjas are super underrated right now for Shiny Wars. And then I'll have to actually make eggs. Some of the best prep you can do before Shiny Wars is filling up every single open space you have possibly with either an egg or a Nincada that is ready to evolve. So we have a lot to do. I won't get to all of it today, but I'm going to try my absolute best, and we will knock things off the list as we do them. Collect yen. Boom. Taken care of. Let's go ahead and move on to the next task, fellas. Thank you for watching today. If you enjoyed today's stream recap for PokeMMO, make sure to like the video if you're watching it for background content. Go ahead and like it now. Dislike if you hate it. That's okay. Subscribe, all that jazz. I'll say it again at the end. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being here. Road check true. Did you see some dude had a 2013 Persian with your OT in the Discord? No, I didn't. I would love to see that. That is a really cool piece. That would make me so happy. That would actually make me so happy. That would be so amazing. I'm gonna yap about this a lot more on stream versus in the stream recap. But as a quick like bullet list of things that happened at my wedding. So we went into the day. It was an 80% chance to rain. We switched. Within an hour before the wedding started, we switched whether it was going to happen inside or outside 4 different times. My father-in-law had a mini heart attack at the wedding and still managed to walk his daughter down the aisle and still managed to do a father-daughter dance, and was then later that night admitted to the hospital, and they found out what it was. What else? There was so many. There was a spider on Casey's veil during the reception, during the ceremony. Everybody cried at my vows. Everybody cried at her vows. I'm trying to think what else. Like, there was so many things that happened at this wedding. It was wild. It turned out beautiful. It was raining a ton. It was raining for the first look. Is he okay? He's great now. He like fully recovered. The wedding was insane. It was the most Patrouski wedding ever, where like so many crazy things happened, but it all turned out beautifully, and we got so lucky in the end. Oh yeah, we lost our marriage license. We lost our marriage license the night before the wedding, and like, we didn't know what we were gonna do, because like, if you don't have your marriage, like we had to like we would have had to like get remarried or like have a small like ceremony to actually legally do. Dude, so much crazy shit happened. Lost our marriage license the night before, lost our vows. We had to travel all the way back to the venue, which is like a 45-minute drive from the Airbnb to go find them. Yeah, it was so wild, dude. Yeah, thankfully, we actually do have recording and footage of the wedding and of the ceremony. Thanks to our own Gixmergen from chat. Gixmergen showed up to the wedding. I invited him. Amazing. And I forgot. I was going to record it on my laptop. I forgot it. I was so naive. I thought I'd have enough time to set up my laptop to record it at my own wedding. I forgot the laptop entirely in the morning after getting ready. And the only reason we have surviving footage of our wedding is because of Gixmergen, which is like... How crazy is that? Is that a Twitch chatter? You know, someone I met through stream, like to become a good enough friend of mine to be invited to my wedding. He's the reason we have footage of my wedding. Is like saved such a massive part of the wedding. Such a big deal. We were discussing this earlier on Discord. How much do you reckon the shiny Charizard wings will go for if they're hypothetically tradable? Such a hard thing to value. Such a hard thing to imagine. Man, there's gonna be. Let's think about it. So. When the first shiny legendary was caught, it says non-tradable though. Does it on the? I also don't. I'm not even sure. Hypothetically, if it were tradable, the first shiny Suicune sold for around 5 or 6 bill, and that was the first one in the game. It was the one of these wings will be brought back every year for a shiny war, a returning shiny war every single year. Hypothetically, I'd probably value it at a couple $100 mil and it'll go down. Maybe 1 bill, something like that. Maybe around 1 bill, maybe around 300 to 600, 800 mil, something like that. I don't think it would be over 2 bill, but I could be wrong. That's pretty crazy, man. It's a pretty crazy thing to try to evaluate. Hey, but I saw there are 4 Mr. teams in the Shiny War. Are you guys doing anything fun for bragging rights for the highest scoring team? We did get the most amount of players signed up. In all of PokeMMO, we have the most amount of players in official Shiny Wars, which makes sense. Team Mr. is literally the team to create Shiny Wars. Like they not me. I can't take credit, but Auk and a bunch of those guys like founded the idea. So it's a really big deal. It's very, very, very cool. All right, next order of business is going to be running over to the Unova shopping mall on my alt account. I'm getting my alt account set up. It's on the big screen up here if you don't know. Getting my alt account set up for Shiny Wars. I'm gonna get him camped over at Ditto's. So I'm gonna head over to the shopping mall in Unova, go buy as many net balls as I possibly can. Right over at the TM shop, but I'm gonna go buy as many net balls as possible and then head over to Ditto's in the Hoenn region. Wow, you don't see this very often. This honestly looks super nice. That's actually crazy. This is like really, really pretty, man. That's a really cool looking green. You don't see this very often in PokeMMO, dude. Congratulations. Especially like in this, you know, seeing the actual animation of the sprite and stuff. Congratulations, dude. Yeah, so you know if you got into Shiny Wars, if you were in the top 50 posts on the forum thread, from my understanding. I think Xanarchy also posted a list of the confirmed teams in Shiny Wars earlier in the chat. The registration filled so quickly. There were 55 teams submitted in 3 minutes. Yup. That is, dude, it's a big deal. Oh, dude, I got CMs messaging me in game saying congrats on the wedding. Thank you so much, Matsui. What the hell? Dude, I was honestly like, okay, we were the 13th team signed up, right? Think about it like that. Like, we are like the #1 shiny hunting team within PokeMMO. We had Turtle sign us up, who has very good internet and like was very on top of, like, we're up there with some of the best of the best, right? Not me, but like, you know, my team. The fact that we were the 13th team signed up, that's how fast. Like, yeah, the event was full within 3 minutes. That's pretty crazy. That's what this is like, pretty normal as well. I will say with PokeMMO first like come first serve events like this, but it's pretty wild, man. All right, this list is not confirmed by the devs, but this was put together and compiled by Xanarchy. This does seem to be like the list of the top 50 people who signed up. People still could get disqualified for breaking any certain rules or like signing up in a illegal way or something like that. So we'll see what happens. But it's interesting to see how many, like, he logged the regions. So there was 15 Chinese teams, Chinese-based region-wise teams that employed 25 English. It's kind of crazy that we always say, like, I feel like the English-speaking community of PokeMMO probably only makes up like 20%, you know? Like, the Chinese player base is huge. They're probably like 50%, and then it's probably like 30% Spanish-speaking, and then only like 20% English-speaking. The fact that we have the most signups is crazy. That is so wild. Like, so 15 Chinese teams, 25 English, 7 Spanish, 1 French, 1 Philippines, I assume, and then 1 Denmark. Is that what that is? So to make 50 teams in total. So that's pretty wild. I'm super excited. Like all the team names are cool. The red teams are the Team Mr. teams. We got 4 teams in with Field Team 6, Alolan Cowboys, Execute Order 66, and the Flash Finders. Oh, DE is Dutchland, aka okay, German. Apologies, thank you. I'm clearly not nearly as cultured as my chat. All right, next task. I think I'm gonna go ahead and level Nincadas. I've done a little bit of box organizing, a little bit of getting stuff set up, but I think the next good task to go ahead and take care of is gonna be leveling Nincadas. To give you guys an idea of how much I cried while giving my vows at my wedding, our officiant, who's like much older guy, very experienced, he said that he was like, we were his like 3,450th or 60th wedding. This guy's done almost 3,500 weddings in his lifetime, and he said that I was top 5 crying grooms. I was sobbing. Dude, I was crying. I was trying to like just hold my voice. I don't mind crying in front of people, that I don't care about, but just making sure my voice didn't crack, that was the main thing. That kind of sucked, but what are you gonna do? The most compliments I got about our wedding was about my vows, which I'm really happy to hear. That was like the most important thing to me about my wedding, was giving my vows and expressing my love to my lifelong partner. So that was really meaningful. Hey, another rank 5, top 5 achieved, boys. Top of the leaderboards. That's right, fellas. Wait, did you just get this 2 weeks ago, Dusty? Did you knock Shiny Ducklet off the list for Team Mister? I didn't even know, dude. Wait, that's amazing. Dusty got the duck? That's a big deal, dude. That's one of the few shinies we needed in Team Mister. I'll be going for a Lulamola and not Audina. A Lulamola we need for Team Mister still, which I'm happy to go for. I was gonna go for some Ducklet too, but I'll keep just one. I got 1 or 2. Dude, congratulations, Dusty. That's amazing, man. Will you start wearing the charcoal dragon wings if you win? If I were lucky enough and like fucking lucky enough and blessed by Arceus enough to win the first shiny awards of the Pokemon, I would never take those wings off. I don't care what outfit. I don't care if it matched with the pink, whatever. I would never take those wings off. That is a permanent trophy flex. Okay, I genuinely do feel like Shedinja hunting is going to be super, super underrated during Shiny Wars, right? So everybody's like mad about Mysterious Balls, and which is there's some good critique there, and you know, rightfully so. If you think it's too pay to win, I understand where you're coming from, and I super get it. There's some good critique to be made. There's been some people just attacking people, and that's not good critique, but there has been some good critique to be made about it being too pay to win. Obviously, the Mysterious Balls are being consumed and sort of poofed away, which is really good, honestly, but it sucks they will offer an advantage, you know, in the Shiny Wars. But honestly, the crazier one, I think, is Nincada hunting. The ability to swipe your credit card, get RP vouchers, buy Nincadas, and they get as many XP candies. I'm really lucky, honestly. Without swiping credit card, I have a bunch of Nincadas and XP candies. I think going for Shedinja, because like, think about it. So Shiny Shedinja is a tier 0 hunt, right? It's a tier 0 hunt that takes around 300 hours, I think 300 or 400 or so hours to complete on average, but it costs like 300 or 400 million Pokeyen, right? It's expensive. That's the downside. But it costs like 300 hours or whatever for a tier 0 shiny, right? Versus Mysterious Balls, there's only so many. They're way more expensive. You may or may not get, you know, an actually rare shiny from them. They're much quicker to pop. I get it, but I think Shedinja is honestly, Shedinja is up there with one of the, I think probably the best. I think probably Shedinja might be the best point per time spent, but it's also probably really expensive, is the bit, which is, you know, kind of rough. And you have to make Pokeyen, but you can technically buy Pokeyen by just buying RP vouchers, which I'm obviously not a fan of. So you have to try to take the good with the bad and critique things where it's relevant, but also do what's in your control. And if the devs or the Pokemon staff want to change Mysterious Balls being allowed, I think it's cool, but then do you also not allow Shedinja? Like, everybody's been complaining about Mysterious Balls, but no one's really complaining about Shedinja or even Now, egg hunts don't make as much sense to complain because they obviously cost a lot of money, but they take a lot of time. Like 120 million Pokeyen is a lot, but it's nothing compared to like 2,000 hours on average you need for an egg hunt. Versus Shedinja costing like 300 to 400 million Pokeyen, but it's like 300 to 400 hours. Is that too few hours for the Pokeyen? Like, is that too pay to win? Like, where do you draw the line? It's tough. It's really tough to draw a line somewhere. I know there's a lot of tough discussion regarding official Shiny Wars in the rulings in place, but hopefully we just have fun with it and have the best experience we can, guys. Only in PokeMMO can I imagine someone saying it's only a 3 to 400 hour hunt, so that's pay to win. Yeah, that's also that's definitely also something to consider. Okay, I even bought some more and leveled up all of the Nincadas that I needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock off level Nincadas off the list. Okay, what I need to do now is I've yapped about the wedding a ton as well. We'll knock that off the list. What I need now is to either sell Pokemon or organize my egg boxes. What I want to do is I really do want to, I'm going to sort through this stuff. So we're going to bring up the tier list for Shiny Wars and go through all Pokemon from boxes 9 to I think 15 are all like egg rares. I don't need this many either. Like these executes will probably just get released. So let's just go ahead and do that actually. So all executes, unless they're have particle effects or something, especially female executes. Males I can keep as breeders for other plant egg group Pokemon, but all female executes, these guys are getting the boot, guys. See you later, mates. Pat, if you don't mind, out of curiosity, how many mysterious balls do you have? Absolutely, dude. Why not? They're probably worth a fortune right now. I'm gonna be honest, dude. 300 Pokeballs, 350 Great Balls, and only 10 premieres. I think the 10 premieres alone, that's actually disgusting. I think the 10 premieres alone, which I bought for 300k a piece, are now worth around 7 mil. How crazy is that? I paid 3 mil. They're now worth around 7. How that's disgusting. Just for 10 of them. Okay, in terms of like box sorting and like getting rid of Pokemon in my boxes that I no longer need, I essentially need to get rid of any Pokemon that's like tier 2 or like I shouldn't be breeding things like Apom and stuff for like an Edge Shiner. They're not going to give me any points. Like Apom, Combi is one. Do I have any Combis? Krogunk, I think I was actually breeding a few Krogunks. Like, a great example. I should just go ahead and sell these off or get rid of these because breeding these for points during Shiny Wars is just not worth it. I might keep some tier 1s. It's unlikely, but tier 2s are like absolute no-go. Like not even worth keeping. So we're going to sell off these couple Krogunks and go through the list one by one. Heracross is another Mon that's not going to fly. It's tier 2. It's not enough points. The difference between, it's kind of crazy. Like the difference between, it's actually a massive difference. Look at the difference between if you were to breed a tier 0 shiny versus a tier 2, right? If I were to breed for an egg shiny, it costs the same amount of Pokeyen to breed like a shiny Heracross versus a shiny Porygon, right? 15 points is tier 2. So if I were to breed a shiny Heracross, it's 15 points versus 30 points. Literally double the points. If you were breeding for an Edge Shiny that's tier 3 or tier 2, you're throwing during Shiny Wars. So I do not want to be a thrower. These Heracrosses are getting either sold off for cheap or just released. Yeah, we'll sell them off for cheap. I know a lot of people have been talking about, quote unquote, only 50 entry spots. And there is a good, I think that, you know, if you think it's too few, there's nothing wrong. That's totally fine. But I don't know, man, 50 entry spots is kind of a lot for teams of 25 to 30, in my opinion. Like, so if all teams, let's do in the middle and say 27 times 50, right? That's 1,350 players. That's a lot of people. 1,350 players are going to shiny hunt for like 10 plus hours a day for the next 2 months. It's pretty intense. And they have to like go track all of it. I think it's honestly a good number for the first Shiny Wars. Maybe if there was so much interest, they also had to like gauge interest and guess it. Maybe they will be able to up that number for the next Shiny Wars next year. That would be really cool to see. But I think it makes sense to only allow, you have to limit it somewhere. The problem is like, when do you limit it? So if you think it wasn't enough, there's nothing wrong with having that opinion. I honestly, personally do feel like it was enough. maybe the number is that quote unquote low to preserve the economy. I don't think it's an economy thing. I think it is a, like, they have to manually go into each player and count how many shinies they got. Like, I think it's more of a tracking thing and a logging thing to prevent cheating, because obviously you can't, like, they have to make sure, like, you didn't, like, rebreed a shiny or whatever. So stuff like, they have to, like, it's just more of like a limitations of a small team. I think I might just need to sell off a box of Charmanders. I don't really care about shiny Charizard that much, and I have too many species. I actually need to, like, cut down on species and get more breeders, right? Like Dittos and male Ed Groupmons. If anybody wants a box of Patrouski OT Charmander, what's the way that I would price check a box is I would go over to the GTL, I would check Charmander, go by this, and then I would subtract 500 yen. So I would do 2,500 times 60. And that's what I would sell this box for. So if someone wants to buy a box of Charmander for 150K, 150K, you get a Patrouski OT box of Charmanders. Yo, shout out to Bespin for buying this Charmander box. I really appreciate it, man. Taking this off my hands is honestly a huge help. Hopefully you can get a shiny Charizard out of it, and that would be the dream, right? Okay, this place does have 7 locations, so it's not a dox, okay? This is my food take of the day. I had the best breakfast of my entire life recently, and it consisted of my favorite breakfast, biscuits and gravy, which is just a dinner, a hearty dinner for breakfast. From Ted's Bulletin. Weird name for a restaurant. Kind of boring. Kind of sounds bland. Ted's Bulletin. What the fuck? What is this? A business shop? What does that mean? Ted's Bulletin. Go there. Get their biscuits and gravy. Dude, it is amazing. It's the best breakfast I've ever had. The best biscuits and gravy I've ever had. We got it catered for our brunch after our wedding. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Amazing. Delicious. Ted's Bulletin. Biscuits and gravy. Go there. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. All right, next stage of box sorting is figuring out what are actual species of Pokemon that I want to breed for rares, aka tier 1s and 0s, and then what are male breeders that I'm keeping to breed those mons. So I'm going to sort by male gender and essentially drag everything that is just meant to be a breeder for other species over to this box. So the only way to do this is to really go through individually and remember, like, what's tier 2. So Lapras is tier 2, so that goes over here. Lapras tier 2. Is Sudowoodo tier 2? Sudowoodo is tier 1. Starmie is tier 1. So you really just have to go. It's a lot of manual box sorting and just going through and checking everything aggressively. What is Phoebus? I heard Phoebus is tier 1. Phoebus is supposed to be one of the best. If you could actually find the Phoebus tile, fishing for Phoebus is supposed to be one of the best point per hour methods during Shiny Wars, which is pretty crazy. I'm excited to test that a little bit. Okay, I think that's about all the male breeders sorted. These are all going to be used as male breeders, which means I can go ahead and essentially do this, where I just drag everything into the later boxes and get it all organized to see how many. Now I'm going to actually end up splitting these into you can do some crazy. The boxes are so flexible now. Look at all this dragging and dropping you can do. It's so much easier than, like, dragging, right clicking. It sucks, man. Sorting. There's so many new, like, tricks you can do in the boxes. It's so awesome. New to me, you know, being a boomer. I'll move this. Ooh, move this up here. Honestly, I don't need that many EVs. Move this over. Perfect. Okay, so that's about one more box free. I want to have 14 boxes set up for eggs, which I might be able to do here. We're going to move the male breeder box to the very end. If I could get 14 boxes set up for breeds, that's perfect. So what I want to do now is I want to send 30 of each mon over to a fresh box. This might work out really, really well. This is actually working out so smooth. So, okay, box 11 is done. 12, we want to get 30. Over to box 9, I think. Yep, it's empty. We can double check by dragging over and hovering. We're still gonna have too many. We're still gonna have too many mons. I'm either gonna have to trade them to an alt account or sell them. Still have to. Well, what I could do is sell these Pokemon and then clear up an extra box. I'll do that for sure, actually. Yep. We're making a lot of progress today, guys. Honestly, way more progress in day 1 of box sorting, organizing, and preparation than I expected. To be fair, this is technically day 2. I did all of this, like, off camera and off stream, so this was day 1. This is like day 2 of just sorting boxes, essentially, and preparing. Jeez Louise. I need 3 over here. This is the realest shiny hunter sentence ever. My prep day one was preparing to prepare. I didn't do shit. Just mentally. Wow, that's so real though. Like mentally just getting in the swing of things. No, that's actually real as shit, Danny. This is honestly a great question. Using so many different egg groups and species will make you crazy. Isn't it better reducing them? You're kind of not wrong. But also going for just one shot. Like when I hunted Cranidos, I realized that like just going for Cranidos until I got Cranidos also drives me crazy. So I'd rather honestly spend more Pokeyen. I'm only going to set up like male and female breeds only for the first batch. And that like, off of basically before Shiny Wars, like during Shiny Wars, I'm just going to buy Dittos. And I'm just going to use Dittos for everything, even the females. So I'm not going to save as much Pokeyen, but it is valuable enough to me to be able to hunt a collage of Pokemon. Hunting a collage of Pokemon makes it makes it way more fun for me and way more enjoyable. Thinking like, oh, if I ever see the edge animation, like, oh, what will it be? What's it gonna be? Like that's cool to me, cooler to me than just going for one mon until I get it, you know? Dude, this is actually so freaking cool. This is dude, Shadow / PokeMMO Investments just sent me this. This is actually amazing. Actually, this is a 2013 Patrouski OT. Wow. 252 speed EVs. That's so... You found this on the GTL or through some other player and found it and sent it back to me. I'm going to keep that in the mail for now. That's amazing to own again. Thank you so much. That's crazy, dude. This is actually a crazy gift from Shadow. What? A 2x30... 2012 Phoebuses are one of the rarest Pokemon that exist within PokeMMO, let alone a 2012 2x31. This is probably like 5 to 10 mil. This is like... That is a really rare... Let's go check Phoebus 2012 on the GTL. 850k? This seems way too cheap. 880? I kind of want to buy that. But I got to spend money on shinies right now. Oh, but that feels... Ooh, but how many people even know how rare 2012 Phoebuses are? I'm gonna buy that. Dude, 2012 Phoebuses are rare. That's crazy. How did you get it in Kanto? I don't even remember. I feel like if someone remembers. It's like some very hyper specific thing. I don't remember. That's crazy. That's 2x31 is wild on that. That's like a 5 mil Phoebus in my opinion. It was event only. That's what I thought. I thought Phoebus was like Christmas event only or something like in 2012. Like that. It's crazy. Like it's like something insane. I forget exactly, but they're very rare. Okay, male breeders have been totally taken care of. We sold them off. We paired them up. We're ready to. We can actually just turn this into 15 now, guys. We're making really good box It's taken so long, but we are making good progress. I have to go at this box needs to be filled. This box needs Dittos, I think. Which I could actually use it. Go ahead and just use a male monster. I have too many, so I might as well just like breed this Squirtle with this Charmander, for example. But the rest of these are mostly going to need Dittos. Pat has taken approximately 15 in-game steps this whole stream. Dude, probably less IRL steps. I've just been plopped in my chair, man. Try to get this box sorting taken care of. It's dry, but it's got to get done, dude. It's got to get done. We can move these over to 15. We're going to sort here. It's honestly satisfying. Like, it looks so nice as well. That was perfect. Wow. Like, how satisfying is it to look through all this and see everything lined up as well as it is, you know? This is probably about... I might be done, almost. 15 boxes is what I need. I could probably go ahead and pair up some of the males and females to clear a few spaces out. We might be done, guys. I mean, I need to buy Ditto boxes. We're going to knock off so many things off the list today. I think we did it, guys. We still have to buy Dittos and stuff, but I think we... Look, okay. I think we did it. Box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, box 5, box 6, box 7. Needs more Dittos. There's no 8. We go straight to 9. Box 10 needs more Dittos. Box 11, box 12. Guys, we did it. We have 15 boxes. There's actually a few extra. No. This should actually be good. This just needs Dittos. This needs to be moved, I think, down here. These are paired up. These need Dittos. We need like 8 more species, I guess, for box 15. So I'm gonna do that really quick. I need 8 more. I have like some Alomolas and stuff, but dude, we are done organizing boxes, guys. We can finally move on. It's official, guys. The boxes are our boxes are sorted. You know what's fucked up? I still have to buy Dittos for these. I'm not done, guys. I have to buy Dittos for these, make all of the eggs, and then do this again. As I have to make as many eggs as possible in my boxes before Shiny Wars starts. Oh, lads. Oh, no. But we can officially knock more stuff, guys. We did 2 of these. So we did this, release/sell low tier mons, and then also look at this. We did so much today on the to-do list. Way more than I expected. I did not expect to get this much done. I still need to buy Dittos. Does anybody have Ditto boxes in chat? Honestly, I can abuse the streamer privilege. If you have Ditto boxes, come to Slateport City Channel 3 upstairs PC. If not, I'm going to go ahead and start selling some of these mons, but my brain is mush, guys. We got a lot done today. That was awesome prep work. I could technically, someone said don't forget to pre-cook your eggs. I could actually do that. It's really, really good, but it's also so unfun. What pre-cooking your eggs means is making all of your eggs and then putting them in your inventory. Let's say like it takes 3.5 minutes to hatch eggs, or 4 minutes, let's say 4 minutes. You would put the eggs in your inventory for 3.5 minutes exactly, and then put them back in the box to get all of the max amount of tick cycles triggered. So you'd only have to bring them back out for 1 tick cycle, if you understand how eggs work. It's so high effort, so unfun, so annoying, but saves you so much time during Shiny Wars itself. That is super true. Alrighty, fellas, it is Ditto box buying time. I'm paying 230k a box. Thank you so much, Ditto, for the box. Let's see what we can get, fellas. Bobbert luck is real. Oh yeah, all these Ditto boxes coming from this guy, X Bobbert. These are not even will it contain the shiny. All of these Dittos, I'm gonna have like 60 shinies from this guy's Dittos. Each one will result in a egg shiny, 100%. All right, we bought a bunch of Dittos, fellas. This is what it's looking like. We've got we need a few more here. Was that like 5 more Dittos there? But other than that, we can go ahead and do this. Other than that, we're looking pretty clean. I love that we can just do this now. It's so much nicer. Also, for all the chances, we could go through and replace those with a fairy male egg group breeder. But I feel like they've gotten a bit expensive, honestly. It might be fine to just use Dittos, hilariously. Like 1k Pokeyen saved or something like that. A little bit. Let's do these again. But yeah, look at all the boxes. We did it, fellas. We did it. Need 5 Dittos there, but other than that, that's a box. That's a box. That's a box. That's a completed box. That's a box. That's a box. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go box. Ready to go box. Ready to go box. Ready to go box. We're eating out with all these ready to go boxes, guys. That's massive. I'll have to set up the alphas. So I still have to work with the notepad document. I still have to sell off the sell 2 Pokemon. I haven't done that. And I still have to... We bought Dittos. We can cross that off. We bought Dittos. We did a lot today. Let me go ahead and just get 5 more off the GTL and fill that one up. This is the definition of like people always calculate just the amount of time it takes to hatch the eggs, and we'll be like, oh, that's how long an egg hunt takes. This is the definition of like how long it actually takes. Like, it is crazy. Like, the amount of time I spent today on stream just sorting my boxes and doing all this, like, it's crazy how long this can take. I'm gonna be honest, guys. The last thing I need to do, I need to fix my box. I need to sell all Pokemon in my sell 2 box, which is around 25 or so Pokemon, it seems. 24. Sell 24 Pokemon, and then I can name it box 8. And I'm gonna actually do that preemptively, so I remember. And then put it in between. So that'll fix everything. We'll be ready for Shiny Wars. However, my brain is cooked. I'm exhausted. I did so much box sorting today. My brain is destroyed. I'm gonna relax. By relax, I mean go help my wife move furniture. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and go. We still have these 2 things to do. These will be saved for tomorrow's stream. If you're excited for Shiny Wars and want to see more Shiny Wars preparation, make sure to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch for the streams, like the videos, dislike them if you don't like them, that's okay. If you want to join the Discord, that's really cool. If you want to go above and beyond, like so many of you guys did this stream, YouTube memberships, Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime Days coming up. Get your Amazon Prime, support me all at the same time. Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal/Venmo donations, all go an extremely long way. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a lovely Monday. and we have a lot more time to spend together for the rest of this week, guys. We have a lot more shunting to do, a lot more preparation. I'm excited. Hope you're having fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace, Reno. Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me, and everyone on this list means even more to me for helping support the channel every single day. Thanks so much.